After what felt like almost an eternity, 2K has finally dropped patch 1.10 for WWE 2K26, and we have the full patch notes. We're just going to go ahead and jump into it. Just like always, timestamps will be in the description below. So you know the rundown by now. The first thing that it hits you with is the general improvements, and of course it's just nothing but stability and performance improvements. Then once you go down to the actual gameplay, they updated AI sequence logic to address repetitive behaviors, because it was one of the weirdest things this year. And so one person I do want to specifically use as an example, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, for some reason, she would just kind of spam the three amigos. Like, I'm not even kidding. You could do a match against her, 75%, or honestly, that's being generous, 85% of her offense would just be the three amigos. And you know, one time, okay, cool. Two times, you know, okay, cool. But after a certain point, when you have done this move 5 times in a span of what, 90 seconds, it just kind of throws off the whole game, and it's like, what the hell are we doing? They improved the reliability of AI sequences involving taunts, scripted attacks, and middle rope stunned attacks. They also improved AI execution of corner springboard finishers, and then alternate attires will now be respected when chosen from the character selection screen. Then of course we got to go ahead and hit the live service slot game mode. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The island, and not even trying to be funny, the actual update for the island is just pushing more live service slot, because they only added new shop items and bundle deals, and then they did some stability improvements. Now here's one of the main things the community has been, you know, rightfully complaining about for the last couple of months and the last couple of patches: Creator Superstar. They finally addressed reported concerns related to face morphing resetting after adjusting a slider. I really do want to say this has been an issue since maybe around patch 1.06 or maybe 1.07, and you know, in every single patch since, they would claim that they had fixed it, but then lo and behold, it was still an issue. I'm really hoping that this time they finally gotten it right, because if they didn't, then at a certain point it would just kind of be like, you know, do you just not know what you're doing, or are you just kind of purposely lying? From what everyone seems to be saying online, the patch, it did not fix this issue. So the saga, unfortunately, continues. Then we got Create an Arena. With Create an Arena, they address reported concerns related to the LED ring post edits appearing to be blocked when viewing the movie display options inside the mode. The LED corner posts, they will now properly included in the LED supported parts list, and then they address reported concerns related to unnatural metallic shine, or like a gloss effect, on placed images inside the Create an Arena. Up next on the list, we have Create an Entrance and Create a Victory. So what they did with this one is they addressed reported concerns related to the Titantrons reverting to the generic when having 5 different motions in the timeline in Create an Entrance. I think I did also see somebody recently complaining about this online, so hey, hopefully you know you won't have the issue anymore. They addressed reported concerns related to the pyro timeline placement failing to adjust and appearing behind the UI when adjusting motions or placing the pyro too early in the entrance creations. They addressed reported concerns related to preview prompts not functioning as intended after applying custom videos to the Titantron inside Create an Entrance and Create a Victory. They also addressed reported concerns related to certain entrance motions leading to a placeholder superstar appearing when selecting a tag motion inside the mode. Then they addressed reported concerns related to a missing quote-unquote save changes to multiple modes prompt to save changes made in Create an Entrance and Create a Victory to universe save slots when entering the modes from the main menu. When saving changes to single superstars coming from Create an Entrance/Victory, the user is allowed to choose to also save their data to any universe save slots. They address reported concerns related to inconsistent motion names and displays when changing templates after switching a motion in Create a Victory. Cutscenes should no longer toggle back to the cheer motion when changing templates. Then again, we also have some adjustments made to Create a Championship. Within Create a Championship, they address reported concerns related to potential soft locks. Damn, I had no idea about this. When scrolling items and selecting front plate, side plate, or straps and create a championship. Then up next, of course, we have creative video. Address reported concerns related to potential crashes when canceling and coding while the loading bar is full after accepting a highlight clip. So in this patch, 2K has made quite a few adjustments to MyFaction. The first thing that they responded to is reported concerns related to the quick breather badge that caused the stamina and health recovery to not trigger. They addressed reported concerns related to several instances of inconsistent win conditions being displayed across various menus. They responded to concerns where a match would not end if you chose to spectate after losing. I didn't even know you could spectate matches in MyFaction. Addressed reported concerns related to a display issue where the requirements would be cut off when backing out of lineup selection. They also addressed reported concerns where the cell would appear and disappear randomly when using the third-person camera. Okay, side note, look, let me pivot for a moment, slightly unrelated. Do any of you use the third-person camera? And if you do, how? It looks cool, but it just kind of throws me off trying to actually, fight the match while you have that camera. Maybe that's just a skill issue. They addressed reported concerns related to several inconsistent sound effects across multiple menus. They addressed reported concerns where the Titantron would display the incorrect winner in certain circumstances. Now the funny thing about that, I think this is something they addressed in patch 1.09, or was it patch 1.0? Or it was one of these recent patches. So apparently, this seems to be a common theme as well this year. They'll fix something in a patch and then it'll still be an issue. They addressed reported concerns where the Titantron would not highlight the current active superstar after a swap in a quick swap match. They addressed reported concerns where the pre-match screen, it would just appear black. And before I move on from MyFaction, in this patch they have added a couple of new persona cards. We have Becky Lynch 17, Bianca Belair 17, Carmelo Hayes 22, Dexter Lumis 23, Eddie Guerrero 05, which is completely brand new, John Cena WrestleMania 41, Joe Gacy 23, Nikki Cross 23, Rhea Ripley 17, Solo Sikoa Tribal Chief, and then Xavier. I'm stupid, 0. Now what's kind of odd about this is that, first off, almost all of these were just free and unlockables, a year ago. 2, half of these are the Wyatt 6 who just got released, and then 0 is basically Xavier Woods, his his evil twin in the island. So what are we doing? What are we doing, 2K? And then we got a few more adjustments in MyGM, nothing huge, nothing major, but stability improvements and roster updates. Then up next, universe mode. In reference to universe mode, they improved universe stability. They improved stability and functionality when using alternate attires. They improved stability and functionality of special guest referee match types. They improved stability and functionality of post-match cash-ins with rivalry outcomes. 2K addressed reported concerns of the match table being locked when adding a major show in the middle of the week. They addressed reported concerns of limited custom match selection when challenging someone to a match in a promo. They addressed reported concerns of custom championships not appearing in said promos. They addressed reported concerns of Money in the Bank cash-ins not being available when they should be. I haven't seen this, so I didn't know there was an issue. 2K addressed reported concerns of superstars being able to select incorrect teams during the draft. The draft has been something that, specifically in a lot of the patches for universe mode this year, since this is the year that they brought the draft back, the draft has had to be patched quite a few times. They addressed reported concerns of wins failing to count after some self-promo challenges. They addressed reported concerns of Money in the Bank cash-in wins not tracking in the stats menu. They addressed reported concerns of duplicate superstars appearing in a match after assigning 2 mystery superstars. They addressed reported concerns of import teams not working for a new universe save. 2K addressed reported concerns of tag team members being able to call out their tag team partner for the tag team championship. They addressed reported concerns of users being able to trigger Money in the Bank cash-ins as the referee in a special guest referee match. They addressed reported concerns of users being able to swap a completed day 2 of a PLE. They addressed reported concerns of invalid match cards when users unassign superstars on the final match of a show. They addressed reported concerns of the challenge timer counting down during transition sequences of a 3-stage of hell match. They addressed reported concerns of minor shows appearing inactive when a superstar is assigned to multiple shows. They addressed reported concerns of being unable to save entrance/victory changes to other modes after editing a superstar in-universe. The Money in the Bank cash-in notification can now be dismissed. I could have sworn they did this already in a previous patch, but I guess apparently they didn't. They addressed reported concerns of superstar status effects not applying in matches, and then they also increased the RXP earned from watch mode. Then we gotta go ahead and hit all of the stuff for cutscenes. What they do have mentioned is that there is a new entrance for Tiffany Stratton, but they didn't mention that Demolition's entrance got updated, and they've also created a new victory motion for Blake Monroe. Like I just said, the updated entrances for Demolition. They address reported concerns of instances with incorrect motion being selected for creative victory. They address reported concerns of several entrance issues with missing or just misaligned props. They address reported concerns with the director's mode camera clipping into superstars. They address several belt clipping issues in the cutscenes. They address reported concerns and entrances that would cause superstars to appear blurred for a few seconds. They address reported concerns of duplicate props appearing in entrances. They address reported concerns of incorrect superstars to read for championship belts in gameplay. They address reported concerns and entrances with championship belts deforming when being held by superstars. I don't think I've seen this. They address reported concerns of clipping issues in creating entrance and creative victory. This is something I've been asking for. A lot of people have been requesting this for years. But the question will be, is it going to actually work? They address reported concerns of a referee's arm deforming in Charlotte Flair's entrance. And then last but not least, they address reported concerns related to Roman Reigns clipping through the chamber and the barricade in his Elimination Chamber and War Games entrances. But that pretty much sums up everything 2K addressed in patch 1.10. Unfortunately, like with the creator superstar facial sliders, we see that's still an issue. Hopefully everything else that they quote unquote addressed is not an issue, and hopefully they didn't break anything else. At the moment, I'm not really seeing any sort of other complaints, but if there's anything specific that you've noticed since the patch or that they just didn't specifically address, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, because I'm really curious. But if this is your first time stopping by the channel, go ahead and get that leg ready. I want you to go ahead and tune up the band, and I want you to hit that like button with the meanest, I'm talking about the meanest super kick, sweet chin music, whatever you want to call it. And then we ain't done. I want you to go ahead and kick that subscribe button. I want you to run off the ropes like yourself, freaking Rollins, and then I want you to hit that subscribe button with the hardest. I'm talking about the hardest. I'm talking about a boot to the back of the head, and give that subscribe button one hell of a curb stomp, or one hell of the stomp. But either way, man, your boy getting ready to sign out, so hey, take it easy.